Okay, recording in progress.
Thanks, Mary. Welcome, everyone. My name is Pamela Delaney, and I'm the Dean of Graduate Admissions at Prescott College. And tonight we are presenting our Impact Career Series with an information session on our programs in social justice at Prescott College. I'm joined here by my two amazing colleagues, Daniel Mendez, Associate Director of Admissions, and Mary Scarpa, Associate Director of Admissions. Both are your admissions counselors and experts in our programs. And again, this session is being recorded. Please do keep your microphones muted, and you may add your questions to the chat, and we'll have a Q&A section at the end of this session. Next slide, Mary. So we designed the Impact Career Series a couple of years ago when we wanted to be able to talk to prospective and current students about how their graduate programs can lead to occupations and careers that make a meaningful and positive impact on the planet and in the world and in communities by encouraging a more just and inclusive society. We have shined a light so far on counseling and helping professions. We have shined a light on education programs. And in this program, we're looking at social justice. Next month, we'll be looking at careers and sustainability and environmental sustainability. The previous sessions are all on YouTube and on our website, so you can watch our previous sessions at your leisure. And so next slide, Mary. Thank you. So social justice careers. First, the first thing I want to talk about is just what a social justice career is and how it differs from careers in social service. Social justice careers, people often think of social services. Social services tend to be private individual acts that help an immediate need with individuals. So immediate housing, immediate medical, immediate clothing. They tend to be repeated actions that are directed at the effects of injustice. Social justice careers are at a more public and collective perspective. They look at long-term needs and examine and promote change within organizations. They're directed at the root causes of injustice. So while they may still serve those in need, they are really trying to change the systems that are the injustices that impact people. So think things like legislative advocacy, education, community organizing. We have a great group of students, alumni at Prescott College, and I can give you some examples of things that they're doing that are making an impact in their communities. The first one is this picture here is of Sunny Brown, a recent graduate from our social justice program, and she is currently working as a 5th grade instructor for Smart Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. So she's working directly with students and bringing her experience of social justice into the classroom. We have a lot of educators. Another example is a gentleman by the name of Roger Harris, who is engaged in political organizing in the state of Florida. And then next week at the same time, the 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll have 3 of our alumni that are doing amazing work in their communities. So Amanda August, who's the executive director of the Jefferson Street Center, who's she's in Wilmington, Delaware, and Jefferson Street Center does things in the community, such as they're operating an incubator for small business startups. They are launching a farmer's market, and we'll talk a lot more about this next week, but they have a thing called Road Diet, where they are taking and decreasing streets and increasing bike lanes. And then we have Jennifer Patterson, who's a senior program manager at International Rescue Committee in the Seattle area, who's working specifically focusing with immigrants and refugees, education for youth. And Courtney Wooten, who is currently in our PhD program, is the co-founder of the Justice and Faith Collective in Seattle. And her organization is an anti-racist, anti-oppressive, faith-based organization that works to develop curriculum in social justice and diversity, equity, and inclusion, and does curriculum design, consulting, and coaching. So there's just some examples of careers that students or that our alumni do in social justice. People say, what do I do if I want to make a positive impact in the world? The answer is really anything, because social justice is an action, it's a value, and it's a movement. So a person could have a social justice career within a private organization, for example, where they're working in corporate social responsibility to make sure that their organization is making decisions that are focused on positive impacts throughout the communities that they work in or source their materials from, for example. Could be somebody who is a K through 12 educator that's making sure that in their classrooms that these needs are being met at the systemic level. So there's a broad range of careers. I wouldn't have that. But when I recently did a search through a database that we use here at Prescott on social justice and equity careers with those keywords for individuals with a master's degree, there were in that year, 2020, 2021, 47,479 job postings, and 63% of those desired someone with a master's degree. So there is a definite demand for individuals working in these areas. I'd like to turn it over next to my fantastic colleague, Daniel Mendez, who's going to talk a little bit about why Prescott College, and then he's going to share some of our programs that can help prepare you for these type of careers. Daniel? Oh, you're on mute, Daniel.
Thank you, Pamela. So why attend this amazing university? Prescott College commitment to social justice and environmental sustainability is unwavering and long-standing. Our students build their educations around fields known to give back, uplift, and change the world for the better. And right now, I'm going to review some of those programs. The program that we have is the Bachelor of Arts in Social Justice and Community Organizing. This program is 100% online. It's 36 credit hours, and it is very, very affordable. I believe it's one of the few programs nationwide that's under $13,000 for a master's degree. So if this is something that speaks to your heart and this is something you want to pursue, this is an option that you have. Another program that we have, Mary, next slide, thank you. We have the Master's in Clinical Counseling. This program is accredited through CACREP. CACREP is the gold standard for clinical mental health counseling programs. It's a 60 credit hour program with concentrations in social justice and counseling, human sexuality, marriage, couple and family counseling, and somatic counseling. There is one limited residency requirement per year, and it's attending a colloquium at our beautiful campus in Prescott, Arizona. Another program we have is the Master of Arts in Critical and Community Psychology. And this is a career, it's emerging psychological fields, emphasizing social justice, human rights, and political activism. We implement community psychology principles in program development, evaluation, and grant writing. This program as well is 36 credit hours, 100% online and asynchronous. This program does not lead to any clinical licensure, but it'll give you the tools to do amazing work in your community. And the next program is we have a Ph.D. in Sustainability Education. It's a 72 credit hour program. There's 3 phases of 24 credits designed for flexibility and focus. It's very interdisciplinary, and we do require 1 in-person residency. We have amazing PhD students across the globe doing work with this program. So now I am going to pass it to my amazing colleague, Mary Scarpa. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Daniel. Yes, I can't say enough good things about the PhD program. If you are somebody who is thinking about taking a graduate degree experience and moving towards a PhD, what better way than to explore an accelerated option at Prescott College, especially with a generous transfer credit opportunity. It's interdisciplinary. There's a lot of really great faculty that are committed, scholarly, generous individuals who honor the student's experience. It's just such a unique PhD. So if that is a program that you are interested in, please know that we offer one, and it's just a great opportunity for somebody looking to get an additional degree. Another program that we have here at Prescott College is our Master's of Science in Resilient and Sustainable Communities. Like many of the other programs, it is 36 credits, 100% online. And this particular degree is very unique and broad. You can see that study areas are things like land use, energy planning, wastewater management, resource management, things like food systems and civic participation, all with the goal of being able to give students tools that are going to allow them to revitalize their current communities within the bioregions of which they live, and create more just, sustainable, and resilient communities. And so it's a very unique degree if you are somebody who has a specific focus area in something within that umbrella. This is a great degree to explore. Likewise, we have our Master's of Science in Sustainable Food Systems for somebody who wants to make movement with food, whether that be through teaching, education, nonprofit spaces. We have students who own their own land or work with CSAs. This is a 36 credit, 100% online degree, and it does offer focus areas in things like sustainable diets and biodiversity. Really cool for those who are maybe in the culinary space or perhaps nutrition or registered dietitians and working with clients. Food justice, which is a really important space, and then also food entrepreneurship. Interestingly enough, we are one of the very few schools that offers a combination of sustainable food systems with an MBA. So our dual MBA Sustainable Food Systems takes this program a step further by allowing students to also lean more into business courses that are going to allow for implementation, measuring, and engaging with stakeholders to make sure that as students are making movement within sustainable food systems, they're able to measure them accordingly, and make a bigger impact in the community, as well as for students who are perhaps entrepreneurs and looking to create their own business in this space. So very unique program. And then we also have a Master's of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies. This is such a cool program. It is a unique curriculum because it really only has two core classes. It's the critical foundations of research and being interdisciplinary. And it's here that students discover a little bit more about a critical analysis and approach, methodologies to their own research. And that sets them up to take a suite of graduate courses here at Prescott College that are across our 14 graduate programs that allow students to create their own emphasis area, which is something that you'll actually see on your graduate degree diploma when you graduate. And so this is a unique program for students who might really be interested in some sustainable food systems courses, but also maybe really interested in something like the environmental studies degree that we also have, but also want to take some social justice courses. And boy, wouldn't it be great if you could kind of take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and create a program that really matches your specific interest. And that's what our interdisciplinary studies program offers students. So it really leverages specific interests. It is a great program for a student who might have multiple areas across the graduate suite and are looking to make a specific, impact in social justice. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I implore you to look at this degree because it is very unique and very cool. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Daniel to talk about our online student resources.
Thank you, Mary. So these are just some of our online graduate student resources. One thing to keep in mind is that we have a flourishing online learning community of like-minded graduate students and faculty. This is your network, this is your community, and if you need expert guidance, we have our alumni, our faculty, and current students. We use the Canvas learning management system. It's an amazing system. We implemented this a few years ago, and it's just working well for all of our students, campus and online. As a student at Prescott College, you will also be given a free mental health counseling online option. If you need some assistance, we partner with UWill in free mental health counseling. We also have an accommodation specialist. If you need any accommodations, we can help you with that. We also have a very robust writing center, and all incoming students to Prescott College also receive a premium Grammarly account. It's a very valuable tool, especially when you're doing your research papers, assignments. It really helps. We also have a very complex and comprehensive library. When you become a student at Prescott College online, you'll receive access to our library that has rich resources for research or just any part of your academic studies. Another thing to keep in mind is our curriculum allows students to combine schoolwork with their life. We all have to make a living, so you always have that benefit here at Prescott College because a lot of your courses are online and asynchronous. You have an opportunity to explore the issues that matter most to you with a student-directed approach. And again, as I mentioned earlier, all of your classes and courses are asynchronous. So we make the schedule fit around your schedule. We make you a priority first. And now back to Mary.
Thanks, Daniel. So boy, these two people on the screen hopefully look familiar. It is myself and Daniel. And yeah, allow us to really guide you through this process. We do have quite a few amazing graduate degrees at Prescott College, and you may be looking at one or more, or hopefully maybe a PhD as well. And we really are the folks that want to take this journey with you and help get you there. So as you have questions about submitting an application, or what it's going to be like sitting in a classroom, or how to navigate financial aid, just allow us to be your main point of contact, because there are so many other wonderful people at Prescott College that are going to also be supporting you along your journey. But we'd be happy to introduce you to them and start to build you into this wonderful family that we offer. But we are available. These are, again, the programs that we mainly support students who are interested in. Our email is there, our phone number is there. So please, if you have not already, allow us to help you with next steps. It would be an honor to have a one-on-one conversation, connect, learn more about your interests and how we can serve you as you continue to explore us. In addition, Pamela did mention that we have an amazing career panel coming up next week, same time, same place. And this QR code, if you haven't already registered, will be able to do so, get you that registration so that you have that unique link to join us. We also at Prescott hold a series of other really cool events. And so that upcoming events schedule will show events that we create from now until out. So feel free to check that. It is also on our website. But yeah, we're just so pleased that you were able to join us here today, and hope to see you at the next event next week for our career panel. Pamela?
Thank you, Mary and Daniel, for that overview. Now, I know we went through those programs quickly, and this is a relatively short session. So this is to introduce you to who we are at Prescott College and what we offer. I do hope that you will join us next week for the careers panel, because we have three incredible professionals that are there are three incredible professionals that can talk specifically. We're just going to deep dive into what fields they're working in, what their professional paths have been, and give you the opportunity to ask some questions and just really learn from them. So I do encourage you to join us for that session next week. Now, Mary, if you can stop the record function, we are going to move into the Q&A portion of the presentation, and then I will help you with that, Mary. There you go.